With that, we are now shifting our focus to another story which had, in fact, gained momentum in the national arena. This is Taliban Mantri ending sexist segregation. Women now seen in the front row of Afghan presser after massive outrage over the She ban. Taliban Mantri Amir Khan Muttaqi bows to India's pressure. Taliban has come out to say India is to restart Afghan welfare drive. Taliban Mantri has said, and I quote, talks on Chabahar port as well. Taliban seek trade via the Wagah route. So these are the latest details that we're bringing to you. Visuals as well from the very presser that's taken place, where we see women journalists being allowed. Remember, only days ago there was an entire debate on this, why female journalists were not invited or rather banned from the first presser that was done by Amir Khan Muttaqi. Let's quickly listen into what exactly has been said by the Taliban Mantri before we proceed with the discussion.
अफगानिस्तान में ये गुरोह और ये तंजीमें मौजूद नहीं है, उसकी वजूद ही नहीं है। ये 4 साल में मुकम्मल वो अफगानिस्तान से निकल गया या जिसके खिलाफ हमने ऑपरेशन किया उसमें ख़त्म हुआ। तो जब नहीं है तो और ममालिक भी अपने मुल्कों के अंदर अगर ऐसा अमन लाए जैसे हम अफगानिस्तान में लाया है तो फिर सारे खिते में अमन है। अभी 8 महीने से अफगानिस्तान में कोई छोटा सा वाक़या भी पेश नहीं आया है। 4 सालों के दौरान में अफगान सरजमीन से किसी को भी नुकसान नहीं पहुंचा है। तो ये बेहतरीन सबूत है कि हमने पेश किया है। अगर हम ऐसा सबूत पेश करता है तो सारे खिते में अमन।
With that, we have Pranay Upadhyay joining us on the broadcast to bring us more details into this very story at this point and the update that's come into the story. Pranay, a very good afternoon to you. Quite a different scenario we see from yesterday itself, when it was first notified that female journalists were banned from the first presser that was done by Amir Khan Muttaqi. Story seems to have changed, the narrative seems to have changed. We see all women journalists right up in the front of this presser.
Absolutely, Shreya. In fact, the women journalists were first to ask the question. They were the most, most of the questions were asked by them. And definitely it has, it's a great and it's a big change. If you see in last 25 years, this is the first presser addressed by a Taliban leader on Indian soil, and where the women journalists were also there, and they asked questions. And definitely there were many questions asked about the plight of Afghan women, their rights. However, if you see the responses of Mr. Amir Khan Muttaqi, those responses were very stereotypical, and he wanted to show and say that everything is good about Afghanistan, how they are managing their affairs. And in a way, he said that, let us decide how we want to run our country. But definitely a big change, and if you see the kind of pressure it was mounted by the Indian media fraternity, especially after the 10th of October presser, where the women journalists were not allowed or not invited rather. But within the span of 48 hours, this is the second presser he did, and there he answered the questions asked by many women journalists there. Besides that, there were many questions about, about Pakistan as well, what is going on between Afghanistan and Pakistan, to which he said that, Afghanistan is open to dialogue and diplomacy, but if Pakistan want to go the other way route, then it is for the Pakistan's loss, because Afghanistan is capable of carrying out a retaliatory action if there is an aggression from the Pakistani side.
Right, Pranay, thank you for bringing us all those details with regards to this very update that we are now bringing to our viewers. And with that, we've come to an end to this very edition of the Bulletin. But do stay tuned to India Today as we keep bringing you all the latest updates and the top stories right here. Thank you for watching. This is Shreya Kundu.